Hey there moviegoers, it's Alex again with another edition of Talkies. This week I'd like to talk to you guys about Green Lantern. Green Lantern is the new action superhero movie rated PG-13, directed by Martin Campbell, starring Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, Peter Sarsgaard, and Mark Strong. The film is based on the DC comic superhero Green Lantern, whose abilities come from a green power ring given to him by a league of intergalactic peacekeepers known as Green Lantern Corps. Although there are many Green Lanterns, this film follows the story of Hal Jordan, the second Green Lantern, a character whose story dates back to the late 50s. First in the cast is Ryan Reynolds. I'm a big fan of Reynolds. He's sort of a renaissance man of cinema. He can do it all. Honestly though, I was not pleased when I heard he was being cast as Hal Jordan. And although I did like him a little better than I thought I would, he still didn't do it for me. This is a character with a big following, and I felt like he was just playing Ryan Reynolds and not playing Hal Jordan. Next is, Blake Lively. Oh, what can one say about Blake Lively? She is absolutely breathtaking in this film. She did a very good job despite the fact that there was really nothing to her character. In the comic book, Carol Ferris actually becomes quite an interesting character. But in the film, they haven't really gotten to that part yet. So she's just the girl, which she can do perfectly. Almost too perfectly. Next is Peter Sarsgaard, who plays the main antagonist, Hector Hammond. I love Sarsgaard's work, and he did not disappoint in the Green Lantern. His character was just so pathetic and weird, but then he gets this little bit of power and just goes nuts. It was quite a physical transformation for Sarsgaard. I almost didn't recognize him the first time I saw images from the film. He had a great balance of evil and humor, and his scenes were probably my favorite to watch. Lastly is possibly my favorite part of the whole film, Mark Strong as Sinestro. The reason why it's my favorite part is because I love Mark Strong, I love the character Sinestro, and when you put them together it just fit like a glove. He was sort of a minor character in this film, and he's one of the good guys. But in the comics, eventually Sinestro ends up being a great villain. I mean, his name is Sinestro. Strong and Sarsgaard definitely made the movie for me in just about the same way. So the Green Lanterns are probably my favorite DC superheroes, and among them Hal Jordan is probably my favorite character. So I had high hopes for this film, that it simply didn't meet. The story was fine, other than it took a little too long to get to the action. The acting was fine, even though I didn't care for Reynolds' portrayal of Hal. But the concept and the visual effects brought the movie way down. It was just too cartoony. The hard light constructs that the ring allows Hal to make were kind of dumb and childish. That kind of thing works in a Saturday morning cartoon, but not in a summer blockbuster. And the visual effects were just too overbearing. Computer animation is there to accent a live-action film, to make what you filmed look better. But in Green Lantern they just overused it. I felt saturated and detached from the story because none of it looked real, and it was everywhere. Having said all of that, some of the action was pretty cool, but not enough to save it. In conclusion, I would like to give the Green Lantern a 3 out of 10. This character has such a huge following, and I doubt any of the die-hard Green Lantern fans are going to appreciate what they did with it. This one was kind of a dud. So that is it for this week's edition of Talkies. Signing off for FingerLakes1.com, my name is Alex Sinacropi, and what I really want to do is direct. I'll see you guys later.
At FingerLakes1.com. Come on over to FingerLakes1.com. Make us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to FingerLakes1.